everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about my curly wavy hair journey, how I found my waves, and all the products I've used up along the way. I am 10 months into this journey and I kind of started when I found the curly girl method. I don't strictly follow the curly girl method, although I do not like phthalates, parabens, sulfates, silicones in my products. However, I have made a few exceptions, which you will see later on. I ended up doing this video in two separate parts because the original intro was very squirrely and I started talking about every curly topic under the sun, and I feel like this is just what I want to focus on, is kind of my empties and how I found this whole aspect of caring for your curls, kind of natural hair care, the natural hair community and the curly hair community, which sometimes do overlap. As far as right now, let's just talk about how I found my waves. So I did have very long hair, which I will show pictures of. And it was really pretty and I liked it a lot, and I liked the color and I liked pretty much everything about it, except for it was always dry and it was kind of unmanageable. And finding that I had wavier hair, I couldn't ever brush it. It was always finger brushing, and I didn't really know that I had curly hair per se or wavy hair. I kind of have a mix of both. I go everywhere from a 2A to a 3A, so slight wave to really heavy wave to some spirally curls and some S wave curls as well. So my head's just full of texture and very thick hair. So when I was a kid, we just kind of cut it to where it was manageable, not really realizing that it was indeed curly or wavy or had a hair pattern, curl pattern to it. So it did take me until 20-something years later to find out how to care for my hair, but now that I have, I've found a ton of products that really work for more textured hair, and it helps define the texture rather than making it look like a big poof. I kind of had a mini fro going on, and most of my life, I just dealt with it as is. I did grow up half of my time in a community where I was technically the minority as a white person. It was mostly Black and Hispanic, and it was like the funnest time of my life. But I did get told I had nappy white people hair, which I didn't quite understand how that worked, but I took it for what it was. And I saw that ethnic hair products worked really well for my hair, and I didn't really understand why. But now, 10 years later, I am realizing, yes, I do have some wavy curls going on, and that is why those products work so well. So when we get into some of these products, you'll see some pretty familiar brands like Shea Moisture, which does overlap in the natural hair community as well into the curly hair community. And a lot of these products I really like, a lot of the brands I really like, and this is kind of how I started. So I did have super long hair and it looked okay most of the time, but a lot of the time it was just so frizzy and dry and brittle looking, and I didn't really know how to take care of it or what moisturizing your hair was about or any of that at that point. So I did have very dry, bleach damaged as well as box dye damaged hair, years of dyeing my own hair and just pretty much destroying the cuticle of my hair. So all of those strands were left dry, parched, brittle, and really rough. And over time, I just started pulling all my hair up out of my face, and I would pull this really tight up so it would stay on top and it would flow down and it looked like cascading waves. It was beautiful, but I did cause myself some serious problems. I caused some traction alopecia in my hair, and it made my hairline go way back. I do have pictures where it is so much worse than it is now. I have regrown a lot of my hair, and I have a lot of little baby hairs coming in the places that I totally destroyed my hair. So I'm so grateful that that is able to happen for me. Um, Maybe I can get into kind of what worked for me with that in another video, because that product is not empty, but the main focus of this video will be my empties and what I have used up in the past 10 months. So I went from the really long hair, which I did notice sometimes that it would curl up really good when I was using specific shampoos, which again, didn't really know why, but there was a point where I started doing the pineapple on top of my head, which is where it's basically, think of a high messy bun. You take all your hair, scrunchel it up on top, and kind of leave it in that big ball to curl and kind of form its own self. So I was doing that not knowing that it was called anything or that it was meant to do that. I just saw the results and was like, oh, I like this. And I got really good curls out of that sometimes. So I was like, something's to this. Eventually, I did come across some curly girl method blogs or something on the internet, and it was something along the lines of, prove to me my hair is curly, or could my hair be curly? It basically has a picture of a straight hair person and then that same person with vivacious curls. And this is like, heatless method. This is non-damaging. When you use heat on your hair, that can be really damaging to your hair. So this is a method where you are bringing out those curls naturally. So I kind of delved into that a little bit, and I was stunned at the results of some of these people and seeing very similar hair types to mine, where it's just a big poofy poodle dog look and unmanageable, frizzy, and then they come out with these beautiful spiral, curly, wavy, whatever they get out of it. So I tried it for myself. I invested in a bunch of products to see what would work, and I am so pleasantly surprised at my results. Basically, what I did was I started with a big chop, which is where you cut off all your damaged hair. And my hair was down to my tailbone. I grew it for years and I was so in love with it, but it was destroyed. And I felt like there was no way to bring it back. Now I know there is ways I could have helped my hair, smoothed my cuticle, but it has been a really fun journey to have cut my hair really short, seen kind of what it does when it is dry and when it is actually curled and put product in, and watching the curls spiral and turn into their own curl families. It was really fun for me, and now that my hair is down, it's now touching my shoulders and I've got a little more going on. I have noticed that I'm using more product now that my hair is filling in and lengthening up, and that's probably just because I have really thick hair. But that's just part of the journey, right? You figure out what your hair needs. So I ended up cutting it all off, going really short, giving myself like a curly pixie, and this is kind of where we're at. 10 months in, it is a little bit longer than shoulder length at the longest parts. My bangs are probably down here, maybe a little bit further, so it's kind of like a long, grungy shag, but the short version. So that's kind of what I'm working with now. But let's go ahead and get into the products that I have used up so far. First up is our cleanser category. This first one is Coconut and Hibiscus Curl and Shine Shampoo by Shea Moisture. This is the 8-ounce bottle. I do like this quite a bit, and this one smells really good. This does have all the things I look for when I look for a new hair product, which is no sulfates or parabens or phthalates. I also look for no silicones, but this is a shampoo, and usually they don't have it in there. Sometimes they will, but you just gotta check it out. And in the label, I did not see any. This also has silk protein in it if your hair needs protein. Again, I can kind of get into more detail about what curly hair needs and what your needs might be for your specific hair type. But at this point, let's just stick to what I have been using. I absolutely love this line, and I have tried, I think, everything from this line, but I might be wrong, and I'll probably search and see if there's anything that I hadn't, and if I find anything, I will go ahead and show a picture of that, because I will definitely want to try those if there is more to be had. But this is the shampoo, this is the small version. Would I purchase again? Well, I got a bigger version. Does that tell you? This is the 13-ounce version, so I did already repurchase. And the next one is also a cleanser, but this is a co-wash. If you are unfamiliar with co-wash, it is similar to conditioner, but it is a cleansing conditioner. It is much kinder to the hair and scalp, especially for curlies and wavies. When I refer to curlies, I am including wavies, considering wavies are 40% of that 65% of curly hair in the world. So this one, I really like this. This is really moisturizing, and it definitely does the cleansing that you need. Would I repurchase this? Yes, I would. Again, I already have. I bought 2 of these, actually. They kind of shrunk up in the mail, probably because it's hot outside still, but the bottle's got a little warped. Not going to affect it at all, and once I puncture the seal, it will definitely undo that. But I did get 2 more of these. These ones are 12-ounce, and they are tall bottles. Let's get into the conditioners. This one is from the same line, the Coconut Hibiscus Curl and Shine line. And these are really thick, juicy formulas. They have a lot of shea and other really nourishing ingredients. And this one is the same scent, same line as these other ones. Would I repurchase that one again? Yes. I have not repurchased that one yet, but I definitely would. And that is from this line. So I've got 3 empties from that line. And the next conditioner is from the same brand, different line. This one is one that I finished rather quickly in the beginning. This one is a thinner formula, but this is the Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intensive Hydration Conditioner. And this has fig extract and baobab oil. And this one is for extra dry, damaged hair. The only thing I would say about this one is if you're looking for something really intensely nourishing, I would just go with this one. This one has a much thinner formula, and you have to use a lot more of it to get the same effect. But I really, really liked the smell on this one. This one has probably the best smell of the conditioners I've had. And it's so hard to describe. There's really no words. It just smells so good. I couldn't even begin to try to put a scent complex on that, but if I had to, I would say it's slightly woodsy, like in a dusky kind of way, dusky, musky, nighttime type of smell, if that makes any sense, with that like fig and honey. It's just so nice. So would I purchase this one again? Definitely. I would like to try the shampoo though, because if it is this kind of texture, I feel like it might be one of those more slippery shampoos. So I am definitely interested in trying the shampoo in conjunction with this one, but I might not buy this one on its own again. But I really like the scent, so if you just gotta use a little more, if I really was fiending for the scent, I might buy this one again on its own, but I would definitely buy it again as a duo. The next category is curl creams, defining cream, hair milks, things that nourish your hair after your wash day and kind of in your preset of your wash day. Your wash day is the day that you go in and set your curls for the week. So usually you want to do something a little bit moisturizing and then something to set it. And these are the moisturizing agents, I guess I will call them. These are the creams that I have used. My very favorite curl cream so far is the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Curl Defining Cream. This is another one that the scent is just amazing, but I cannot quite hit it on the head as to what it is. Slightly fruity, but not overbearing, and there's like an undertone of something that brings it down a notch. It's just so good. I don't know what the heck it is, but this one has the rice curl complex, which is rice, keratin, amino acids, and enzymes to hydrate your hair. And as you can see, I have beat the bottle up, getting every last drop out. Usually what I do with these creams on the very last bit of it is you can shake some water up in it, and you can do the bowl method with it, and that is the way I use up all of my hair products at the very end. But this is my very favorite. This is like my holy grail curl cream. Would I buy it again? You know I got backups on this one. It is my very, very favorite. So I do have another one that I'm working on. And the next one is Curls. I absolutely love this brand. Everything that I've tried from them is absolutely amazing. This is the blueberry and coconut hair milk, and it does tell you what step of your wash day. Every one of their products has that, which is really nice, and it usually tells you what kind of hair style that the product is intended for, especially the gels. But this is a really good cream. I used it all up right away. It does have a light blueberry scent, but not an overtly fruity blueberry scent, if that makes any sense. It is more of a clean, lighter smell, and it definitely is really yummy, but not overbearing, which is really nice because you have that hair like right in your face if you are one that doesn't like over strong smells. I use this one up really quickly, so yes, I definitely would buy this one again. At this point, I have this one in its place, which is just as good, and this is the reparative leave-in conditioner called Blueberry Bliss. Very similar scent complex, but it does have a little bit different formulation, and this one is really good for like prepped styles such as braid-ins, things of that nature. So this is another really great one by Curls, but it is one I'm working on. It's not an empty, but this one is kind of what I have to replace this one at this time, but I definitely would buy this one again. The next category is styling products. And when I say styling products, I'm talking about gels, mousses, or anything that's going to set your style for your wash day. And in this case, I have a couple gels. The first one that I have here is Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Sculpting Gel. This is the medium hold or the number 3 hold. I have seen that there is an extra hard hold of this, and I'm definitely curious about that. I have gone through this one rather quickly, and I really liked this one. This one also has that really great smell. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I'd like to say about this one. This is not a medium hold. This is called a flexible firm hold. The other one is probably just a hard hold. Either way, this gives me a hard hold, so love this one. Would I buy again? Yes, I already have another one that I am working on, but definitely love this one. The best scented gel that I have for sure. The next one is Umberto Giannini. This is the cult classic curl jelly. Now, this is the one product in my collection that technically isn't curly girl friendly or approved. This one does have a paraben, I believe. It does. This one has sodium methylparaben, which is a preservative of sorts, and I loved this one. I absolutely love the formula of this one, the feel, the slickeriness, the fact that you can slip your fingers through your hair and curl them if you want to finger coil or something of that nature. This is called a scrunching jelly. It is literally meant for curling and getting your hair into place, and this one has that like glycerin type feel when you're trying to smooth through your hair. Sometimes your hair can get caught in those curls and kind of ruin that curl pattern. This slides right through. Absolutely love this one. Would definitely purchase this one again. This next category is the miscellaneous, and you will see why. The first one, I guess I could have put in conditioners if I really wanted to, but I'm going to keep it separate because I use it a little bit differently. This is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Hair Conditioning Mask. Now, this one is utilized like a conditioner, but you leave it on for much longer, and I like to put it on a little bit thicker. So at the time that I used this sample size was the perfect amount for my hair. At the length that it is now, I might need more than this 1 ounce container, but if you buy the larger version, if you're needing an ounce of it every time that you buy it, you're probably going to go through it pretty quickly. So would I buy this one again? It really depends on if I could get it for a good price or a good sale. But as far as something you would use on a regular, I don't think this would be very economic. It's definitely a more higher end type brand, but it is a good product. I would definitely do it as kind of a treat for my hair every once in a while, but that is about it. Would I buy it again? Sure, but I wouldn't use it very often for that reason. Another one with a great smell, hard to describe, but very nice. They make great products. Love everything I've tried from them. Great brand. And this last one is a Super Slip Prebiotic Primer. And this is why this is kind of random. So that's why I threw it in a miscellaneous section. Now this one also shows you the steps in which you'd want to use this for your wash day, and this is a step 1. This is before you even shampoo. So this one I used throughout the winter, and this was really great for just kind of protecting my scalp when it felt really dry or if it was cracked or having problems. During the winter, my scalp is really prone to cracking and drying, which is absolutely terrible. And this helped me a lot kind of soothe, smooth, repair, and kind of get my scalp back into order. This is a well, it is a primer, but this is like a coating and protectant for your scalp before a wash. And I really like this one. It says super slip. This is heavy glycerin, so it definitely helps you slip through those knots if you need something to kind of pre-treat your hair or get it ready for a thorough cleanse. This is an absolutely amazing product, again with a nice scent that is kind of hard to describe. But this is by Curlsmith. This is a 12-ounce bottle. Would I buy it again? Yes, if I could get it on a decent sale at a decent price, because this one again is kind of on the more spendy side. Curlsmith is kind of one of those more expensive brands, but it is a really great product and I would definitely recommend it. And that is all the empties for my first 10 months in to my curly girl journey. That is 10 products in my first 9 months of my curly girl journey. And I'll definitely be back with more updates. So if you like this kind of content, go ahead and give me a like. Let me know that this is the kind of content you're trying to see, and I will make sure to make more of it. And if you'd like to keep up with my content, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you hit the notification bell, you will never miss an upload. So until next time, friends, thanks for hanging with me.